Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind, prime time grind all the time. That's basically what it is this year because of all the new content that is and potentially is coming. Let me show you here. We're at 10.397. Now the reason I haven't gotten here quicker, it's taking me longer than normal because I went out and purchased some power plants and FSD drives and modded them with the engineer's blueprints pinned to my remote workshop. And you'll see that there's more of them now. I added the power plants and the FSD, all grade 5. And I went and bought some power plant modules and some FSD modules. And what I like doing, and you'll see here, is in stored modules. I have 96 now out of 120, and 90% of these are modded. And I like keeping a stash of modded modules, and it's really nice. So let's talk about fleet carriers. We have a beta 2 coming up in May for the PC users and the console users both. And there's many changes between beta 1 and beta 2. There's an 85.5% decrease in the weekly upkeep. In beta 1, my upkeep for my fleet carrier was 127 million per week. That should drop to roughly 15 to 20 million a week, which is great. Yay. And when you buy the services, it was over 1 billion credits for all the services except for the black market. See, I wanted all of them but the black market, and it cost me over 1 billion. So now it should, roughly 700,000 or 700 million instead of 1 billion, because they're going to cut the services by 35 to 45% in their cost when you first buy them to activate them. Tritium, the fuel for the fleet carrier, will go over twice as far on the same amount of fuel. So tritium will be more fuel efficient. Yay, that's great. And the ramp up time for the fleet carrier was an hour. Now it's going to be 15 minutes. Yay. The cooldown time was an hour. Now it's 5 minutes. Yay, yay. It's even better. If you didn't pay if you had a debt and you had that debt for over 4 weeks, they would decommission your fleet carrier. Well, now it's 10 weeks. So you have a little more time to catch up. So if you went on vacation, family emergency, any of those things, you could catch up. I have 10.397. If they took the snapshot today, that's what matters for the beta. Prior to the beta, they take a snapshot of live. If they take it today, I would have 10.397 if they took it right now. Well, I should have more than enough for the purchase of the fleet carrier, the activation of the modules, and at least a year's worth of upkeep, and top off the fuel tank, the 1,000-ton fuel tank with tritium, and add an additional 16,000 tons to storage by going to Edmondson High in the Beta Hydra system, because they have 247,000 tons for sale. I can make the credits running cargo missions. I'm not as good of a asteroid miner, so I would rather buy them. Now, am I going to asteroid mine too? Oh yeah, yeah. They make great videos, so we get a lot of hits off of those videos. So yes, we're going to continue to asteroid mine for tritium, but we're also going to buy it. And they're going to add universal cartographics to the fleet carrier as probably an optional service, which is fine. You know, I want that too. And I have asked them to consider material traders as part of the fleet carrier. That would be awesome. As an option. You don't have to if you don't want it. I want it. I would pay the extra option for that. And I would take the hit to the 25,000 ton cargo space. That would be fine. Just to have it with me at all times. Because we already have remote workshop. So since we have remote workshop, boy, to have material traders, oh yeah, that would be sweet. So I'll continue to bring you the information as I hear it. We don't have a date yet in May for the beta, but as soon as I hear, I'll let you know what that date will be. It will be nice if we could find out ahead of time what the snapshot date was or is, because quite a few people grinded before beta 1. And then when they got to beta 1, they found out it doesn't have my current live credit amount. Nope, it didn't. Because 2 weeks prior to that's when they took the snapshot. I had roughly 9 billion at the time of the first beta. Well, I went into beta with 6.3 because they took the snapshot 2 weeks ahead of time. And I had grinded 1.7 billion in that 2 weeks. Now on space legs, planetary, personal bases, and landing on planets with atmosphere, Frontier has not announced that. I have heard it twice from a pretty reliable leaker. I don't know that person personally, but I have seen their leaks, and they have come true in the past at times. And Frontier says they're going to have the largest upgrade to Elite Dangerous ever in December. Space legs would be pretty big, and landing on planets with atmosphere would be pretty big. And the leaker last year and this year, in the last month, has said they're coming. Space legs, planetary personal bases, and landing on planets with atmosphere. That's the big hoopla for December. So just keep that in mind. It's from a leaker. It's not from Frontier. And even if it was from Frontier, Frontier said we would get fleet carriers in November of 2019, or 3305, however you want to use that. And it was delayed. So even if they did come out and say December, that doesn't mean it's coming out in December. It could be delayed. So stay tuned. Press that subscribe button in the lower right so you can be informed when I create these videos. And you can watch them and find out what the latest news is for Elite Dangerous. I scan the Frontier forums, and those things come up. And they also come from Reddit and other places. So there are people that work for Frontier, supposedly, or know someone that works for Frontier, that at times leaks information. And we share that with you, and yes, it's a leak, so take that into consideration. It's not from Frontier themselves, but Frontier themselves said December of 2020 or 3306 will be the largest, most significant upgrade ever in the life of Elite Dangerous at any one time. So 2 and 2, the 4, the way I see it, that's what it sounds like. The leak is true. So, well, we have to get over 10.397, or we got to get to 10.4, and it would have been, this video would have been sooner if I wouldn't have spent 1 million credits and then made it up. Because when I bought my 3 additional Pythons, I made up that amount. The 150 million plus almost 200 million that was. And so now I'm ready to run a cargo mission to get it above 10.4 billion. You need all the billions you can get. And that's what this is about. So, it's the day-to-day grind, prime time, all the time. Underneath the video, in the description, you will see ways to donate. Please consider donating. The cost of producing this many videos, 570 plus videos since January of 2020/3306. So it's all new content. And so we really need your help because our budget is being slaughtered because of all the costs involved. And underneath the video to the left, you'll see my YouTube channel named GFM_RDG, where you'll find all those videos of about everything that I do and have done. So you should watch all of them. I think they're all important. And in the About section of that YouTube channel is my contact email if you want to send me an email, a private message. So, and I do try to answer them, just like I try to answer those comments that you guys and gals are so wonderful about posting. I really appreciate it. So we need to get started. We need to get Sothis mining, pick up some missions. It doesn't take much. 2.2 million is all we got to do. We got Cisrite. I confuse it when I get mixed up. We have 280 cargo spaces. So we got plenty for that 2.2 million. So cis left. Make sure we do have a route plotted to Sothis mining. So let's get going. Let's get there already. What's taking so long? But these videos are also to bring you the information you're looking for. Last year we didn't see much content. This year we could see a whole lot of content.
Landing gear retracted.
Clear of the landing pad. You may leave when ready.
And it was probably because Elite Dangerous had fallen to like 72 in Steam of the most popular games. And so they got tired of their game continuing to fall in the rankings. I would be worried about that too if I was them. But if they would listen to their players more like they did from Beta 1 on the fleet carriers and make these changes, things would work out better for them. Oop, they're going to shoot somebody. Somebody's going to it's getting shot. So either he went into Super Cruise or he's no longer in existence.
Frameshift drive charging.
Sysmax.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Well, I do appreciate you watching my videos. I really do. It means a lot, and the number of subscribers we have so far, that means a lot to me. And I appreciate everyone that has subscribed. Eventually it's going to help. You know, I'd like to be in this for the long haul. So, and it will help if you continue to subscribe to my channel. So please do that. Sys left. I use the app Voice Attack. It binds Elite Dangerous keys and mouse clicks and things to voice. Now, it's not for Elite Dangerous specifically. Any game that you can bind that has key bindings. So just like I have asked Frontier to add the key binding for Super Cruise Assist. There's not one, far as I know right now, and they need to add one. So I can say like assist or something with the prefix. I don't say the prefix until I want to use it. So you hear it all the time when I'm like sys right. That's the prefix, not the right. What was before that? I do that to keep from sending commands just while talking. Now, it has done it. Like, just... Oh, and today even, it turned on night vision. So something it heard to cause it to do that. Sys view, and the Oculus gets out of sync, so I have to do the view command to. Now you create your own commands, your own words, and you use like Windows. If you're a PC user, I don't think it works on console, but if you're a PC user, you use the speech recognition of Windows and you train it, and I continue to try to train it, and it still has trouble hearing the first time at times. So it's not perfect either, and I fuss about certain things with Elite Dangerous, like stuck throttles, excessive interdictions, that mission critical message when you're in looking at cargo missions. All that stuff drives me absolutely bonkers. Sometimes when you're in the SRV and it turns you and faces you the opposite direction because it was a little slick, no matter if you're going uphill, downhill, sideways, and that kind of drives me crazy. And there's plenty others. It's when I come across them. Sysmax. Sys left.
Docking request granted.
Sys 0. Now the reason I come in here as hot as I do, because you have NPCs that try to beat you to the request. Now, at some point I'm probably going to be ticketed for that, for coming in that fast. But I get much more frustrated at the NPCs trying to beat me to the request to dock at small stations. Large stations, they do it too, because I see them doing it all the
Landing
time.
gear
But it doesn't
deployed.
matter at large stations because there's plenty of landing pads. But it's that obstacle course mentality of the game and the pirate fantasy mentality. I'd like to see more reality than pirate fantasy and obstacle
Docking
course.
successful. Engines disengaged.
They're always throwing something in your way to try to trip you up. So we don't need much. Sys left. I like taking the oldest stuff first, but I mean we've got like 20 hours, so I'm not really worried about it. So we'll probably take New Dawn and try to piece some things together. It's not going to take much. I think it's like 2.2 million is all we got left. So that's New Dawn, and it's like 8.2 million. So that's more than enough just right there to get us to our goal. And we can only have 100 more, so we might look for one that's less than 100. Like this one. Is this right? 216, so we got 64 places available. So let's look up 64. Okay, so we're going to look up something, just see if something is less than 64. Now these little deliver 2 and 3s, that's because I donated to the factions. And if you see the bar underneath the faction names here to the left, you see mine are maxed out also. You need to max them out if you want to get the high paying missions. So that was 1.3 for 3 units. So that was pretty nice.
Incoming mission critical
See that
message.
incoming mission critical? I was inside this deliver 2 and it knocked me out and shot me up to the top. I hate that. Frontier, if you watch my videos, I hate that. Stop it. See, it's that obstacle course mentality. I hate that. So I make it very clear, I am not an apologist. Drives me
Incoming
crazy.
mission critical
See, look at that.
message.
Threw me up to the top. I am not an apologist for Frontier. They drive me absolutely crazy with some of this garbage that they put into this game. And it's garbage that they put into the game. To me, it's garbage, okay? And I get purists that will call me or apologist and complain because I say something is garbage or I say something is broken. It is broken and it is garbage. In my opinion, it's broken and garbage. Some of those things. Palladium pays the most, so I want to accept those. Is this right? Yeah, we still have quite a bit. So we'll probably just pick something and take a partial. Because we're stacking missions. Oh, that's so terrible. That's what they say all the time. It's because you stack missions. How dare you? For some reason, Frontier put it in the game that you could stack missions. Why would they ever do that? The purists hate that. They want you to carry 1, 2 unit. If that's all you got, is one of those 2 units, they just want you to carry that and leave the whole 278 empty spots in your cargo hold. That sounds pretty stupid, actually, to me. And sorry to be so blunt, but that sounds pretty stupid to me. To only carry a 2 unit mission and leave 278 units empty. Yeah. Is this right? No, we still got that one. Okay, here we go. I get to talking and then don't do
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
what I'm there to do. So palladium for everybody will take for all locations of Brunel, New Dawn, and Babbage, but only palladium for Brunel and Babbage, and for New Dawn, any of them. The palladium or the gold, and that's it. I don't want to accept anything else unless we're just trying to top off something and there's no other missions, because I want it full before I go to a location. I want the most absolutely possible, because I have to put up with so many interdictions. I want it to count. Sis left. Now I'm here to maximize the game. My game. I want to maximize it. I want to make as much as absolutely possible for me, based on my gameplay. Is this up? Now, if you would please look to the bottom right, select that subscribe button and press it if you haven't already done so. It helps me with YouTube in the future when I get up to their minimum required subscriptions, and it doesn't cost you anything, but it helps me. And you get notified when I produce more videos. So please do that. And underneath the video, please consider donating. We really need help, because this is just destroying our budget, creating all these videos and posting them to YouTube, and all the time I'm spending. And underneath the video to the left, my YouTube channel, GFM_RDG, where you'll find 270 plus videos that were created this year. The year of this publication, they're created this year. So it's all new content. It's all 2020/3306 through April the 23rd. So watch my videos. I've had a few to complain because I hadn't put enough videos together. I put 4 to 8 videos together every day. I can't do any more than that, than what I produce each day, because of my schedule. Watch more of my videos. There's 570 plus of them. Just watch more of them. So when they complain, that's what I tell them. There's plenty of videos out there that are current. Please watch those. Okay. So let's get to New Dawn and deliver these and hit that 10.4 billion. I'd like to have 18 billion, because then after I spend all 8 billion on the fleet carrier, I'd still have 10 billion.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Sysmax.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I do appreciate you coming along, though, and watching the videos. And please watch more. Really help me out with YouTube, because it's totals, hours watched, and subscribers, total number. That's what YouTube wants from their publishers, content creators, as they call them. Every once in a while I'll get 7 in this single run. I had one earlier today that was 7. Between the 50 million increment ones. Sis left. And I have 2 on video of 7, and in my cutter I have one of 6. And the large ships, they're much harder to maneuver than this Python, so I like using the Python. So agile. And since it can land at small stations and large stations, like picking up palladium and gold at a small station at Sothis Mining, I couldn't land the cutter there. The Python is much more versatile. It just works well for me. That's why I have 4 set up to be support ships for the fleet carrier. They'll all be outfitted eventually to the best I can for their need, if it's cargo or travel or mining or planetary. So we will offload these and we should hit that 10.4.
DeLacy, Romeo Golf India, you're clear for approach, Commander. Submit a request and enjoy your stay.
Sis left.
Authorization cleared. Please land on pad 26. You are go for automated docking. Enjoy the ride, Commander.
I mean, there's plenty that can make, 10 billion void opal mining or low temperature diamonds, which is not my strong area, is subcore or subsurface or core mining. So the cargo missions work best for me. And so what I like to do is show the
Landing gear
viewers
deployed.
there is another way. Now, it's not a whole lot easier because of the interdictions. It's still difficult. Really need a good modded ship.
Landing operation complete. Securing ship. You're all checked in, Commander. Enjoy your visit.
We only need 2.2 of this to cross that 10.4. And this one should do it by itself, which it does. Is this right? Yeah, we still have some. Find out where I missed them. There they are. Knew they had to be somewhere. Is this right? Okay, that's all of them. We made 15 million, 10.413, and we needed 2. So we made over 15 million. So that was pretty good. Let's get back to Sothis mining, and that'll wrap up this video. Sis left. Please look to the lower right hand corner of the video and press that subscribe button if you haven't already. Thank you if you already have. It doesn't cost you anything. You're informed, or you get notifications when I create more
Landing gear
videos.
retracted.
Clear of the landing pad. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
And it really helps me out with YouTube, or it will eventually. And underneath the video in the description at the bottom of that, you will see ways to donate. Please consider donating. The costs are enormous for this endeavor. I need as much help as I can get. Sis left.
DeLacy, Romeo Golf, India. This port operates under federal jurisdiction. You must submit a request before landing.
Frameshift drive charging.
And watch more of my videos at GFM_RDG. Under the video to the left, you'll see it.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sys left. And make sure you watch the videos coming up next month on Beta 2. I'm looking forward to that. I miss that fleet carrier already. I wish they could just bump up, like let us play in Beta 1 until Beta 2 is available, and then we switch over to Beta 2. We play around in Beta 2 until it's ready for live, and then they push it to live, and then we switch over to that. I wish it was that way, where we could have continued to play with Beta 1. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. A traveling base for all my ships and modules, and especially if they would add material trader, and since they're adding universal cartographics, it's all awesome. Really enjoyed it. It would be the best asset that I have. Especially if I can get a cobalt paint job for it to match my other ships. And I know there's some that have commented that that's just weird. It might be, but I sure like it. The fleet carrier in cobalt in space. Cobalt looks great in space. It doesn't look that great in the hangar when you're looking at outfitting, and you can see it in the hangar. It doesn't look as good, but when it's out on the planet or in space, it just looks too good. Now, I only play solo, so now if my fleet carrier was in Cobalt, everybody would see it because it spans across modes: open, private, and solo. Sys max. Sys left.
Docking request granted.
Well, this will wrap up this video when we dock or get into the hangar. And I'll run a few missions till we get to that 10.45 or close to it, and then I'll produce another video. But I always appreciate you coming along. I'm very grateful for those that have subscribed and donated. It's because of you guys and gals
Landing gear deployed.
that this is even worth it. Or it wouldn't be. Because it's hard to be a content creator. It takes a very long time to get any kind of support at all. I mean, it could take up to a
Docking
year
successful. Engines disengaged.
or more. Could take even more if I didn't create so many videos. Sys left. Yeah, we have 9, and the oldest one is about 19 hours, so we're good. Well, I do appreciate you coming along. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Please consider donating to our channel and watch more of our videos. So until next time, I really appreciate you coming along, and hopefully that you'll watch more. Goodbye.